welcome back to my channel. If it's your first time here, make sure you join the family and subscribe. If it is not your first time here, welcome back. Thank you so much for tuning in once again. Thank you guys for tuning in for this medical school series, and I hope this is really helping you guys, especially for the young ones out there who are really thinking about getting into medicine, and even more so looking into studying medicine in China. So today we're gonna talk about medical internships. If you haven't watched my previous videos, I did explain how medical school functions or what it's like in China. And part of it is that you do have to spend time in the hospital. Of course, you're trying to become a doctor. So this is the continuation of those previous videos. If you haven't watched them already, just go, I'll link them up here or down below, and you can just click the link and watch those ones and then come back to this video so we can continue this series. So medical internships in China, the way it is divided is divided into two. So you have observership and then you have internship. So observership starts in the 4th year, usually probably towards the end of the 4th year and till the beginning of the 5th year. You get about 1 year of observership, and then you get about 1 year, if not 1.5 years of internship. So I'll tell you about the differences between those two. So for observership, you're not yet done with your school. You're not yet done with your classes or courses. You're still at that stage where you're learning all these clinical subjects. And what they do is you split your time between class and hospital. So for my school, what we would do is in the mornings we'd go to the hospital for our observerships, and then in the afternoons we'd go to class and continue with our classes. So what the whole point of that is for you to get familiar with the hospital, kind of get familiar with how things work, who does what, interact with doctors, interact with patients, interact with nurses. It really is your first time in the hospital, and it's your first time to kind of see how things work and what the procedures are and the things that they do, and kind of also you use that time to connect what you're learning in class with what you are seeing in real life. So it's like a moment, it's kind of like a time for you to just connect the dots and put things A and B together for you to understand the whole process of diagnosing and treating a patient. So for observerships, you really have no responsibilities whatsoever. You're not expected to do anything. You're really just there to watch and understand how things are done. Now, moving on to internship, one thing I want to emphasize on is if you have a choice and if you haven't decided yet what school you're going to in China, I just want to make sure that you know that there is an option for you to do this back home. Find a school that gives you an option to do the internship in your country or in the country that you intend to work in. Say you want to move to the UK, but you're from like Botswana. Let your university be that university that allows you to either go to the UK or Botswana or here. There's different types of universities here. There's those who allow you to do it here and in any other country that you wish to do it in. And then there's the ones that really you don't have a choice, you have to absolutely do here, and that's my school really. With that, I just want to say there is definitely a lot of advantage in you doing the internship in your own country. You have a lot more hands-on experience during your internship, and especially in all these other Western countries and even in African countries. As an intern, you have a lot of responsibilities, you have a lot of things that you're learning, but you also have a lot of things that you're expected to do as an intern. You're expected to clerk how many patients and all these things. So universities that allow you to do that in your country or in another country that you intend to practice in, I think those are the best for you to go for. Now, if you are already in China like me and you can't go back and change this, and you're already in a school that you're already in a school that doesn't allow you to go anywhere but its own teaching hospital, well, there's a few things that you can expect for your internship. So things work a little differently here. I don't personally feel like we are expected to do that much. Whether it is for internship or for observership, we don't have that much responsibility in the hospital. So we don't have, in China, you don't have that much responsibility. You're not expected to do much for the hospital. Actually, you rarely feel like you are part of the team. It really depends on which department you're in and the doctor you are following, or the doctor that is supervising you. But in general, you are not doing as much as you should be doing. You're not practicing as much as you should be doing. Hands-on experience is limited for sure. There, it is partly because of the patients themselves, as they are very reluctant to have foreigners touch them or do anything to them. The doctors are not against you doing anything. I think it's just you also have to show that you want to do things. So the thing with here, like I said before, nobody's going to push you around. And now in internship, it's even worse. In internship, your internship could go either way. You could have some sort of experience, and you could also just be there clueless the entire year. So it really is up to you. Things that I would definitely say, there's things that are different. There are things that nurses do that doctors don't do in China. Things like IVs and administration of medicine and taking bloods and certain things nurses do but doctors don't do. So for those skills, like if you want to practice your skills of how to take bloods on a patient, you're not going to ask your doctor to teach you. You're going to have to ask the nurses to teach you. You're going to have to push them and ask that. You really have to be very annoying to the point. You actually have to be slightly annoying to these doctors and teachers so they can actually show you the things you need to learn. One thing that I would say is find out what you're expected, find out what you're expected to know in your own country. If in your country doctors are the ones to take bloods, then make sure that when you're in your internship here in China, you're pressuring and trying to find people who are gonna show you how to take bloods. And nurses are usually very friendly. You just have to really be friendly to them, and they'll show you, and they can find you patients who will be okay with you trying these things on them, trying to take bloods on them and IV lines and things like that. In operating rooms, it also depends. You're not expected to assist just like that, but if you do want to, you can be part of the team. If you push hard enough and talk to the doctors hard enough and you show up every day and you really show that you want to learn and you show that you want to be part of the team, some doctors really understand that, and they let you, they let you be there, they let you hold things in the operating room. I think most of us medical students here actually enjoy surgery more, because that's actually where you actually feel like you're doing something, because you have a little bit more freedom to try certain things and to do certain things. And if you push hard enough, these doctors are definitely gonna allow you and teach you and show you all kinds of things. So for your internship to be fruitful, one thing I will say is it really depends on you. So if you want it to be fruitful, you definitely have to be that student that is very annoying to the doctors, that student that shows up every day, that asks all kinds of questions, that wants to try these things. Don't go to a hospital expecting the doctor to tell you like, okay, like now take blood on this patient. No, you have to be the one to be like, I want to try this, I want to do this, I want to do that, I want to try this. And the more you ask, the more they're going to be like, okay, this kid is trying to learn, so let's just allow them to learn. So that's what I would definitely say about medical internships in China. And you can definitely ask the doctors to teach you procedures. Like I said, ask them to teach you, especially the smallest things. You ask them and they'll show them. Ask the other students. There's usually residents there, and the residents are the ones to do most of the simple procedures. So ask them and they'll teach you and they'll show you. um but I can't say that it compares to you being in your own country. For sure, it is not the same experience. It is not the same, but you can try and make the most of it the best way that you can make it go. So I think that's about it for this video. One thing that I think you should know is that for internships in China, you do have to fight hard to be seen and to be heard, and to be given a chance to do things. You really have to push hard enough. So that's one thing you should definitely expect about medical internships. And that's why I think if you do have a choice to go in your own country or any other country, you should definitely take that chance. And go, because either way you've already spent time here in the hospital in your observership, so why not spend more time and in a place that is more hands-on in another country. So that's my take on medical internships in China. I would definitely welcome comments, especially from other medical students, especially the ones in China or any other ones in Russia, Ukraine. I know those countries usually kind of work the same as China. You guys can just put your experiences down below. This community is free and open for you guys to discuss all these challenges and that we go through as medical students. And yeah, thank you so much for tuning in for this video. And I hope you guys tune in for the next video. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye!